नमस्ते, नमस्कार, अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्य कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि. In the sequence of significance of festivals that we have been seeing, today I will be just taking you through the very important thing which we perform in our life to express our gratitude to those souls which have departed us. That is nothing but Mahalaya Paksham. Today I would like to take you through when do we perform Mahalaya Paksham, any authority on why we perform this, on which day during the fortnight one has to celebrate Mahalaya Paksham, what is the difference between regular Shraddham and Mahalaya Shraddham, benefits of doing Tarpanam during this fortnight, any remedies if somebody could not do it during that fortnight, is there any remedy so that they can do some other time? And I conclude this. Now, when do we perform Mahalaya Paksham? Mahalaya Paksha is also Pitru Paksha. It corresponds to the dark fortnight or Krishna Paksham of the month of Bhadrapada or Puratasi, September, October of the year. For a brief period during the human year, Yama, out of compassion for the Pitrus, sends them to earth with an instruction to take food from their children. This period, when Yama allows them to this world, is called Mahalaya Paksham or Pitru Paksham. It is also described as fifth Paksham starting from Ashada, Ashada 2 Pakshas, Shravana 2 Pakshas, and Krishna Paksha of Ashada. If there is Adhika Masa, it would fall on the 7th Paksha from Ashada. Sun's transit to Kanya Rashi, that is Kanya Masa. As soon as the sun enters Kanya Rashi, ancestors leave it. It also coincides with the Pitruloka and proceed towards the earth to receive food from sons and grandsons, special food like payasam and honey. By performing Tarpanam during this fortnight, we are not only offering sesame seeds, that is yellow til seeds, and water to the departed souls, but also expressing that we are contented and keeping happy. It should be treated as our duty to perform the rituals prescribed for this fortnight. In other countries, US and all, they too observe similar ceremony called Thanksgiving Day. Now the question is there any authority for performing this? Yes, our Vedas, Shastras and ancient scriptures have described this in detail. Lord Rama, who was in exile, when he heard about the death of his father Dasharatha, performed all the rituals, the Tarpanams, during the 14 years it is said. There is a reference to this in Srimad Valmiki Ramayanam. Lord Rama has by deeds shown us how an ideal person should lead his life. Hence, it follows that one should perform Tarpanam to one's ancestors. It is said, if one does not perform this Shraddha, Pitrus curse. They curse saying, since you have not done the Shraddha to us, you will not beget children to that for you and you will suffer in the world without food to eat. In fact, on this, there is an anecdote from Karna's life. All of us remember charities means we remember only one person, that is Karna. Karna, after leaving his mortal body here after the Kurukshetra war, he ascended to the higher world, where the great charities he had done, he was returned to in manifold, that is gold, silver and all. But he did not get any food. This is because he had not done Annadana during his life. He requested Yama, the god of death, for an opportunity to make up this deficiency. Then he was sent back to earth for 14 days to set right this one deficiency. For 14 days, he fed Brahmins and the poor and oblations of water. On his return to the higher regions, he had food in plenty. It is these 14 days that we commemorate in the name of Mahalaya Paksha. Now the question is, which day we should perform Tarpanam? The best thing is to perform Shraddham on all the 14 days of the Paksha. The next option is to perform on any one day during this fortnight. This is called Shakrun Mahalaya. When one prefers to do only on one day, the following aspects should be kept in mind. It should be done on any day after the 5th day. That is the 5th day and onwards. That is Panchami. Exception is when Mahabharani falls before 5th day. One should avoid Chaturdashi 14th day. Preferable to do on the Tithi in which one's father and mother died. One should also note that this is not a must while performing Tarpanam during this fortnight. They say 3 days in this fortnight are very auspicious for doing Tarpanam. Mahabharani, the day when Bharani star falls, Madhyashtami, the 8th day, and Trayodashi, the 13th day. The Trayodashi 13th day is called Gajachaya. Normally, Makara star falls on this day. One can perform on any of these days. It is said that the ceremony done on the 13th day is equivalent to Gaya Shraddham. When one performs on a day other than the parents' death tithi or above 3 days, they should ensure that the day they perform does not have the Janma Nakshatram birth star of the Karta or his wife or his eldest son. Also it is said better to avoid Fridays. For those persons who have resorted to Sanyashrama, this Shraddha is performed on 12th day, Dwadashi. For those who have unfortunately shed their mortal coil under violent circumstances, it is performed on Chaturdashi, the 14th day. During the Mahalaya Paksham, if the yearly Shraddha also falls, then the Shraddha has to be performed on the respective day, and after that only Mahalaya Tarpanam should be done. Tarpanam should not be done before the annual Shraddha. One more important thing to be followed is if someone regularly attends Shraddham as Vishwadevan or Pitru, he should not sit for this until he performs the Mahalaya Tarpanam for his ancestors. Now, what is the difference between the Shraddham that we do regularly and Mahalaya Tarpanam? In the normal Shraddham, we offer oblations to the father and mother. Regular Tarpanams also we do for the 3 generations of the father's side and 3 generations of the mother's side. However, in the case of Mahalaya Shraddham, we offer oblations to one more class of Pitrus called Karunya Pitrus. The Karunya Pitru list is very exhaustive. It includes not only the close relatives of the performer from both the parents' side, one's co-born, overall deceased, wife's co-born deceased, in-laws, sister's husband, daughter-in-law, guru, acharya, swamin, friends, and whatnot. Friends, it also includes animals like cow, dog, with whom one had great attachment. Therefore, this Mahalaya Shraddham is gratitude to all the people, not only human beings, but also animals with whom we had very close contact and affection. The next question will be, what are the benefits of doing this Shraddham during this fortnight? Separate benefits have been detailed for each of the day. If someone does for the 14 days, it is equivalent of performing a yajna. In general, it gives the blessings of the departed soul and also brings happiness and contentment. The next question is, some reason I could not do it during this fortnight. In fact, the elders say it should not be the reason. Normal excuses like I did not get leave, I did not go to office, they are all not considered to be abnormal. What are the things like that? Somebody died or someone is born during that 10 days period and all, it is not wrong. In such circumstances only, they say yes, there is some we can do on some other day. Let us see when it is. They say if you cannot perform the normal Shraddham, it can be done in the Amay form or Hiranya Shraddham. In this case, we call a Brahmin and do Pada Puja and offer him food items like rice, vegetables, in particular, what I call raw plantain, jaggery along with dakshane. It is said that the Pitros would be in earth until the beginning of the solar month Vrishtika, that is 45 days more. Hence, if someone could not do during this fortnight, it can be performed during the Tula Masam also. The reason for not performing, as I already told, should be like the death of some close relatives or a birth in the family. What are the things that we should do and don't do during this period? Abstain from outside food. Eat only home food. Avoid onion and garlic. Sit on the floor if possible and eat. Have a mental condition of thanksgiving. Always contemplate on gratitude, thanksgiving. Do the Shraddham and Tarpanam with commitment and dedication. I conclude saying that performing Mahalaya Shraddham is a bounden duty of every son. Through this, we offer our gratitude to our ancestors as well as those friends and animals who have been helpful to us in this life, and today we are what we are only because of them. The next in this series will be on Navaratri. Thank you. Take care.